Okay, so on our EC2 instance, there are two things we need to change in order to upload media to WordPress. And the first thing we need to change, so I'm at my root directory here. These are all the directories I can go into on my EC2 instance through MOBA Xterm. And the first thing we need to change is the max upload file size settings in our PHP. So what I'm going to do that is vim, sudo vim, sorry, php.ini, this file right here, the initialization for PHP, and I'm going to hit slash, which you see down here. And this is just a way to search in Vim. I'm going to search for upload max first, and it's a big file, so when you first Vim it, it'll start you way up at the top up here. So this upload max file size will initially be set to, I'm going to hit I to get into insert mode down here, and it's initially set to 2 or 8 or something. We want to set it to 120. I'm going to hit escape to get out of insert mode, and then slash to search again, and this time I'm going to search for, let's see, upload max, or max file, upload max file. We want to, yeah, this might be set to like 2, so change this to 120 in the same way, I for insert mode, and then escape, and max post upload is what we also want to look for. Yeah, so max post, nope, how about post max? So I'm just searching for that. Yeah, so this value will also be set to something low initially, like 2. That's just the maximum size of post data that PHP will accept, and we could disable the limit entirely if we wanted. Let's just set it higher. So after we do that, we hit escape to get out of insert mode. So those are two values, post max size and upload max size. They should match, and after they both match and they're set to something reasonable, like 120, just escape :WQ to write and quit. And the other thing, if you haven't done it already, we want to change group ownership for Apache like so, and we want to do it recursively, so -r to the var www. So that folder on down, we want to change group ownership. Okay, and that should be it. I think we already did that, but it won't hurt to do it twice. And finally, yeah, we did. Okay, and finally, we've changed something about the very core of our EC2 instance, like this is the freedom and flexibility offered by having total control over this remote computer, this remote Linux computer that we're using as a server. So we've changed something about its configuration as a server, so we need to sudo service, we need to restart the server, httpd restart. And that is it. After that, you should be able to upload large files. And so I've already set those. Now that we can upload media, you kind of want to build your media library. I've got an icon here for the site, and just some images of the band and a MP4. So the first thing you'll notice is, like, this is where we make all changes to our WordPress website. It's going to be through this WP admin console, and it makes things very easy in terms of like adding new pages, adding new posts. So what we want here the plan for this website is a website where, you know, a band can just put lyrics and a video for a song up, and they just show up every time they add a post. So when they add a new post and get to this, they can just put song title, add a a video or, you know, audio file, and then have lyrics, and that way, like, new songs get updated. And it should, you know, we can link it to like social media websites too, so every time we add a new post, the band's Facebook and YouTube and everything gets informed. So that's the plan. To do that, the first thing we want to do is go to Appearance Themes, and by default you have this. I'll go ahead and activate it. So when you first set up WordPress, you'll have this 2017 theme, and that looks like, if we go to my EC2 now, like whenever it decides to update, like this, and the posts just happen down here. It's not bad. So I want a slider bar that rotates images. So I want some band images and those like rotating, and I want a you know, a link to the songs page where the new songs happen, and then this page should just be like promotional stuff for the band. So to do that, what I'm going to do is search for a slider, which is the name for, so let's add new, search themes, slider. And I kind of want a simple one-page clean slider where there's rotating images. So the one that I wound up choosing before this video was this one. So you want to install it, this multi-page theme, and then activate it. So if we go here, we'll see we have a different theme than the new one, than the default one, sorry. So the first thing when you get a new theme, you want to go to Customize and read the documentation, or if they have a link to their documentation in the theme preview, you want to read that. The reason is there's going to be some settings you'll probably have to change for each theme, and each theme is going to have different plugins. So this one uses the Theme Hunt Customizer plugin. So it wants you to download and activate that plugin, and then it wants you to go to Dashboard, Pages, Add New, and use the home page layout template, and then set in your WordPress settings, set your front page displays to a static page that is that home page you created. So every theme's going to have different setup, you know, things you have to do like this. So let's go make sure that's done. I've already made a new page, but I'll go through the process of how to do that. So you want to go to Pages, Add New, and then this was the home page, right? And the page attributes for template, we wanted home page layout, right? And then you want to publish that. So I've already done that. So I'm going to just get out of here. It's going to be like, hey, wait, that's okay. Oops, leave. Okay. Once you've done that, you want to go down to Settings, and like it said, go to Reading, and you want to set static home page to home, and then I made another page where my posts are going to go called Songs. So to do that, I went to Pages, Add New, and I just did Songs, and I actually used a template. I used the Page Builder template, which is another plugin I installed, but you could use any template you want for that, because we're just going to have posts go to that page. Okay. So once that's done, we can go back to our theme and customize it. And it goes down again. Great. Alright. Let's reboot our server again. Okay. This happens particularly when you're switching themes. Let's make sure everything's okay. Good. Okay. So now let's go back to our admin. Oops. There we go. And what we want to do is customize the site. All right. So for theme options, the first thing I did was change the site color to this. It's a little too blue, too light, so I'm going to make it a little darker. And I'm going to copy that and go down to header settings and make that the same color. Paste. Oops. Oh, we can just set it there. And publish that. Get out of here. Oops. Get back to customize. And that's the right theme. For general settings, for the logo, I just uploaded a file, selected it, and I skipped cropping because we need a PHP module I don't want to get for that. So you want to crop all your images in advance in Photoshop, which is a better way to do it anyway, to the pixel size you want. These I filled out with just text. You can also click here to change things. We go back now. So the slider seems to be changing a little too fast for me, so I'm going to set that to 4 thousandths of a second. So 4 seconds. Publish that. Okay. And then you'll see this first slider. I just added an image like this. You can upload files at this point, or you can just select them directly from your media library. And that's fine. So that's the first image. You can see there's a heading and then a button for each of these. So we can put like songs there and put a link to our songs page. Let's go back here and find that URL. So over here, if we go to songs, we've got this URL. So I'm going to just copy that and paste that into the button. And for the heading, we'll just do writing. Check out our new songs. Alright, so it's all kind of trying to drive users to use the songs. Oh, that's the link for the heading. The new songs page. Let's just say check out our new songs. And then we'll put this same link there, link for the heading. So now you can click on either the heading or the button and you get to that page. These could go to different pages. Doesn't really matter. Let's publish that. And something's going wrong. Restart the server real quick. Try to publish again. There we go. All right. So the second slider, we can do the same thing. And songs. Boom. Publish. Go customize slider section. And the third slider, we've got that image, that's fine. New songs section. Boom. Songs. And that link. All right. So let's publish that too. All right. So now if we go to this website, to our URL, we should see. Gotta check out our new songs. Writing originals all the time. It's kind of like tempting you to click on the songs button. And we can scroll. Alright, so you see these images definitely need to be resized. I'm not going to worry about that right now. Alright, the cool thing that I wanted was that we have a slider bar and they have this nice reactive HTML. And then, so let's get that songs functionality working, since that's kind of what our page promises. Let's publish that. And now let's see how the posts work. So now if we just add a new post, for the way we have this set up, we'll give it the name of the song, Alien Desires. I recorded a nice little video so we have something to put up, and you know, you can see how to add media. So let's go ahead and add this MP4, insert it into post. There it is. There I am. It's not a great song, I don't promise that. And so then after that video, I want to put the song lyrics. So Alien Desires, and I've got these lyrics here. There we go. Let's make that bold and heading 2, and the rest of this we can make. That's fine, actually. Alright, so they can check out the lyrics. I probably don't need to know that there's a musical break there. Good. And the video's there. Let's now publish that. So, now if we go, let's just go straight to our root page here, and we've got, oh hey, check out our songs. So if we click over there, we get taken to this index.songs, and there's the first one right there. If we do read more, server's down. There's the video. Last thing I wanted to do was show how, so we've got this team section, and this actually uses a plugin. So we go to team widget, add widget, and because we installed this theme hunk plugin when we got our WordPress site, which we did by going to plugins, and we did add new, and searched for, you know, theme hunk, and it's that one, and we actually have it active, but you can install it and then activate it. Once you have that, we can now use a new widget in our team section, team widget, add widget. So if we go down and we go to theme hunk team widget, we can upload an image, member, put a name, guitarist, why don't we just do guitar vocals, and then the social icons, we can add Facebook links, and YouTube links, and all that nice stuff. There we go. I won't bother with the other, but you know, Google Plus, etc. We can set the border coloring, and if we scroll down, we should be able to see these changes in a bit. Let's publish that team member. On. I don't know what's going on with my server. All right. There we go. And now we can go, let's see here. So there I am. We can change like the borders and stuff as we saw, and we have a Facebook link that will take us to my Facebook page. Well, hopefully will take us to my Facebook page when we go to it in the browser. Let's make sure that that works. Nope, it's just bouncing us. Okay, so we need to add that link. So let me go to team section, team widget, and there's the first one. If we wanted more team members, or more band members, I mean, we could add them. So yeah, we lost that Facebook link, so I'm just going to post that back in there and publish it. All right, if we go back, and we scroll down over here in the preview, let's edit some of these headings. So this can be the band. Oh, let's just do band members. And various guest musicians. Sad but true. All right, so we can publish that. There's me. All right, it's starting to look like a website here. Let's say latest songs, subheading like here are our latest songs. Here are the latest songs. We'll have 4 of our posts pop up there in columns. Lyrics and videos. Song. Lyrics and videos. That's all fine. Why don't we do lyrics and video for instead of read more, so they know that they can get to that by clicking there. And it's cool, it's got a little date right there. I like that. Let's publish that. This is a volatile server today. Don't usually have to restart my server this much. But it is always an option for you as well. All right. So that is how we I think that's all I really wanted to show you. If we go now to my web page, we've got a nice band web page. As we scroll, we can click here or here with reactive HTML to get to the songs, and we do. We'll figure out how to change that later, but we get to the first song, and we can read more, and we can set these so that they also link to Facebook later. If we go back home, we have a team member, we have embedded links, we see we have reactive CSS happening there, and as we scroll down there are our latest songs. Okay. And we also have up here a favicon with our little logo there. So cool. All right, that is the basics of how to use a new theme, how to have a plan for your website, and then use WordPress to make that vision come to reality, and to downloading a plugin, downloading a theme, activating the plugin and the theme, reading the documentation on the theme, and using the WordPress dashboard to have posts and send those posts to a specific place, changing the reading settings, changing the static page to a home page that is a custom home page that we made by following the documentation in the WordPress themes documentation. So that's a lot of stuff. I just wanted to illustrate kind of how to use this stuff, and keep in mind that with every theme and every plugin, there's going to be different ways of doing things. The things that won't change about WordPress are these adding posts, adding media to the posts, uploading media, adding pages. Every time you add a page, you will get a new header, navbar header page by default up here, no matter what theme you're using. And so those things will remain the same. Activating plugins and activating themes are always going to be the same, but once you have a theme and you have a plugin, you have to read about them, figure them out, and customize your site to work with them. And so that's how to do that, as well as how to restart your server 6 times if you need to. If something weird happens with the state of your of the JavaScript and PHP and MySQL code running around in your database, don't be afraid to mess around with your EC2 instance. We also saw how to modify your Apache server settings, and in particular the ownership settings for that, and the PHP init file settings for max file upload size. So thank you very much for listening.